Hi Collective. I just wanted to jump on and talk about lack mentality. I think this is something that we all find ourselves falling into from time to time, and it's very much conditioned in society, so it is tough to step away from that. But to activate the best in our life, as everyone says in manifestation, is being the vibration of the thing you wish to call into your life. And trying to shift into an abundance mindset is to act and live abundantly, to think abundantly. And it takes time, rewiring, reconditioning ourselves, but we can challenge that every day in the moments when we start to think quite negatively. It's not negative, but we are creating our reality. So how can we shift into a higher vibration, energetic manifestation? God, that was a mouthful. And for example, I got this really beautiful spiced apple, like gold shimmery bubble bath for Christmas, and I was thinking how beautiful it is. And after a couple of baths, I was looking at the level of the bottle slowly going down, or very quickly going down, and I caught myself like in lack. I still had way over half a bottle left, and I was thinking like, oh no, I'll have to get another one. Lack mentality. Oh, it's nearly gone. Next, more, want, keeping something. And if we're in energy of want, we're holding it further away from us, and not just the object, abundance itself. So I really caught myself in that moment. I found myself thinking about that a lot, and I was called to share it with you because there's so many examples like that. But it's just my example of how it's easy for our brain to just kind of switch into that, oh no, it's running out, I must get more. And actually I started to align myself and think, no, I have this beautiful thing for however long it lasts. I'm going to enjoy each and every moment of it, calling ourselves back into the present, the enjoyment of the thing and the energy itself, because let's face it, that's underneath any good feeling of any material realm experience or object. And just being present and grateful for the joy that whatever that thing is that it brings, and not thinking in lack of like, oh no, when's it going to run out? It's like, actually, right now I've got plenty and I'm abundant and grateful for that. So thank you, universe. And as and when it does run out, then you can get more, or you can just be grateful that you had it. What's that saying? Don't be sad that it's over, be grateful that it happened, or something, with love and friendships. And it's the same thing. It is the typical glass half full thing. And it's such a cliche to talk about that, but is your glass half full or is it half empty? It's always full. It's a perception, right? We can change our perception, we can change our experience. So why do we choose to see life as glass half empty on occasion, or for some always? Why? And yeah, you could say if experiences get us down, but that's not an excuse. We all go through tough experiences, and that's what life is. It's learning how we can embrace each and every moment, the waves of emotion, the tough, the raw, painful things like death and grief, and how we can embrace the bliss of life and still experience the bliss despite the painful experiences. We all have trauma, some heavier than others, but even if somebody, yourself or someone else, hasn't had deep traumatic experiences in this lifetime, you don't know that they haven't in a past life. And I do believe we all have many past lives, so not everybody, but most people. Some are incarnating anew, and that's their divine path. And it kind of comes back to judgment. Who are we to judge other people and where they're at and their choices and experiences of things? Because that comes from our own limited mindset and experience to judge another when we don't have a clue what they've been going through. And we're all guilty of this, and all we can do is really catch ourselves in that moment of judgment and be like, acceptance that this is the divine will, everything is as it's meant to be, we have no place to judge. And if we do catch ourselves judging, that's okay. Look within ourselves, where does that come from? Where does that lack, limited or victimhood mentality come from, where often we're striving in ego competition with somebody else, and we're kind of like, oh, that's not fair, how can they get this or they get that? And that's what's underneath most judgment, is fear and or low self-worth, trying to compete or compare or prove ourselves to somebody else, wanting validation, craving external validation. And you know that you're good enough, I know that I'm good enough. We don't need to prove ourselves. We're good enough in our being, in our very existence. We're human beings, not human doings. And we all need the reminder of that sometimes in this world where we're all trying to compete for validation. But the only validation you need and I need right now is in this present moment from ourselves. You are enough. That's it. Completely went off on a tangent then, but that was the message that wanted to come through. So love yourself unconditionally, love others unconditionally, especially when it's hardest to. Try your best to accept what you're observing, and know that their scared inner child craves love, like you, like me. We all crave love and validation, And if we can all start to extend that acceptance to each other, then the world will heal. We are healing. We'll become a better place because we're all looking within. Starting with the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson would say. We're all starting with ourselves, and that's how we heal the world. So sorry for the preaching, that's what flew through. Many blessings to you. Speak soon. Take care. Bye for now.